In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to simplify the check-in process using Silent Auction Pro's Auction Day component. Obviously, the goal is to make check-in as smooth and fast as possible. Accomplishing this starts well before the day of your event. The best way to simplify the check-in process is to get as many people as possible in the system and pre-registered for your event well before the day of your event. Doing so means the majority of people coming to your event simply need to pick up their pre-printed bidder number and any other handout information you have for them, and don't need to come up to the computer stations to check in. Later on, I'll show you how you can easily handle walk-in registration using Silent Auction Pro. So, what are the best practices for simplifying check-in using Silent Auction Pro? First, have people pre-register for your event. If you're selling tickets, sell them through Silent Auction Pro so that their contact information is automatically added to the system and their credit card is stored securely on file. Using Silent Auction Pro's Auction Promoter component, you can create custom ticket types such as sponsorships or special pricing for different groups, plus you can collect information on things that might be included with a ticket such as a meal choice. Pre-print bidder numbers and have those organized and available far away from the check-in computer stations. Make sure you have greeters and good signage directing those people who have pre-registered to the tables with the bidder numbers rather than over to the computers. People will see a computer and automatically go stand in a line when they don't need to. Have plenty of check-in stations if you're expecting a large crowd of people who have not pre-registered. We recommend having at least 2 stations at a minimum, and then 3 stations for 150 to 200 attendees, add another station for the next 100 attendees, and so on. A computer station is a laptop computer, a fast printer, ideally a laser printer, a mouse, credit card reader, and a volunteer staff to run that computer. Train your check-in volunteers well before your event. You can use Silent Auction Pro's demo group to do your training, and in fact there's a great section on training in the online help. You should also validate your internet connection well before your event and have a backup solution if the connection fails. Cellular MiFi type of connections work fine and they're a great backup solution. Let's go ahead and go through the check-in process. During the night of your event, all your check-in check-out computers should be logged into Silent Auction Pro by a member with an auction assistant or higher level privilege. Auction assistants have access to the auction day page. Assuming you're selling tickets for your event, there are a couple different scenarios for check-in. Either a person doesn't have a ticket and needs to buy tickets, or someone else bought the tickets for that person and they need to claim that ticket. Let's go through the first example and assume that the person wants to purchase 2 tickets, one for themselves and one for the person with them. Going with the character theme of Silent Auction Pro's demo group, let's assume Homer Simpson and Marge Simpson walk up to check in for the event. The first step in the check-in process is to search the database for the contact and make sure that we aren't entering duplicate contacts. It's best to type part of the first name or last name of the person to get a broad match back from the database. In this case, we'll type Sim in the Search for Contact text box and then click the Search for Contact button. This searches the database for anyone with a first name, last name, or company containing the letters SIM. In this case, we get 3 matches: Simon Says, community supporter from the Simonize Company, and Marge Simpson. It's best not to combine spouses or partners into the same contact, and Homer Simpson isn't in the database, so let's go ahead and enter him as a new contact. To do so, we simply go down and we click here to add a new contact. Type in the name. Ideally, we would like to get an email and a cell phone number and service provider. That way we can contact the person if they've won an item. And let's go ahead and click the Purchase Tickets button. Homer's going to buy 2 Hootenanny tickets, one for himself and one for Marge. You don't have to put the buyer's first and last name in here. Silent Auction Pro will pick that up for you. Homer's going to want a steak. Marge, of course, would like fish or vegetarian. Now we have the choice of choosing whether we want to pay now or pay later. If you pay now, Silent Auction Pro will allow you to collect the payment immediately. If you're putting this on a credit card, it will charge the card immediately, but it won't put that card securely on file so that you can use it later. In this case, I'm going to say pay later. We return back to the edited contact page. We can see the two different tickets that Homer bought, and I'm going to choose authorize a credit card down here to put Homer's credit card securely on file. If you're using the demo group, a 4 followed by 15 ones is the test card number that you can use, and then any expiration date in the future is good for the test card. We click Process Card. We get a receipt back, and now we can go ahead, and by the way, we notice that there's nothing has been charged on this. Homer has a balance due of $50. Click Go to Auction Day, and we come back to Auction Day. The next step would be to print Homer Simpson's bidder number. If we click Print Bidder Number, this opens up his bidder number. We could print that out for him and give it to him. Let's go ahead and close that. We also need to reconcile Marge Simpson and get her a bidder number if she wants to bid on her own number. It's fine if she wants to bid on Homer's number as well, but in this case she wants her own. So let's go into the Reconcile. Choose Marge Simpson here. Silent Auction Pro will match all of the contacts that you have in your database, and in this case Marge Simpson is already in here, so we'll choose this one, accept the match, OK. We've just reconciled Marge Simpson in the database, and now we can print her bidder number as well. That pretty much covers checking in a new person who is buying their own tickets. Let's go through the scenario where a block of tickets has been purchased by someone else and an attendee arrives who wants to claim one of those tickets. So let's assume Professor Plum arrives and Colonel Mustard has already purchased a ticket for the professor. Again, let's search the database for Professor Plum. Looks like he's not in the database, so let's click here to add him as a new contact. In this case, a ticket has already been purchased, so we want to click Use an Existing Ticket. Select the ticket owner. Looks like only Colonel Martin Mustard has tickets. Let's choose one of these sponsorship level tickets. Choose a meal and a shirt size. Use that ticket. We can see that he is now using the ticket. We can again authorize the credit card in case he wins items. And finally, go back to Auction Day and print his bidder number. That covers the whole check-in process. Remember, you can have as many check-in computers running at the same time with Silent Auction Pro. Also remember to have a mouse and a fast printer for each computer.